Bitcoin as a concept is relatively easy to understand. Digital currency that can be sent from one person to another on the Bitcoin blockchain. Understanding how the Bitcoin blockchain actually works, however, is quite complex. Here at Decrypto, we're in the business of translating the complex stuff into plain English. Everything you learn here is completely accurate and proofed by blockchain software developers, albeit the explanations are simplified. Our goal is to help you understand Bitcoin in simple terms, not prepare you for a job as a computer scientist or a blockchain engineer. Katie Horn, the federal prosecutor turned venture capital founder, remarked during a podcast interview with Erin and Sarah Foster that you don't need to know everything about a car in order to drive it. That's why we have mechanics. We are simply teaching you the basics, how to accelerate, brake, and use a steering wheel. So without further ado, let's talk about how the Bitcoin blockchain works. There are two main types of blockchains, proof of work blockchains and proof of stake blockchains. The Bitcoin blockchain is a proof of work blockchain. To understand proof of work, we first need to understand consensus. Reaching consensus is reaching an agreement on something, like how the majority of countries in the world agree that we need to fight climate change. In the context of the Bitcoin blockchain, consensus occurs when all the computer nodes in the network regularly agree on the state of the Bitcoin blockchain. Achieving consensus among nodes is important because the nodes play a crucial role in maintaining the Bitcoin blockchain when they receive, save, and transmit data. They must agree that I did in fact send you Bitcoin and that the Bitcoin blockchain ledger records prove this. Here's the catch. The nodes don't know each other. They're distributed all around the world. So how do they agree on a decision and keep the blockchain alive and open for business? How can the network know for sure that when I sent Bitcoin, it hadn't already been sent previously, like our classic double spending problem? Here's how it works. I send Samantha 2 Bitcoins. The Bitcoin blockchain recognizes the new transaction. To validate the transaction, it's broadcast to a network of nodes called miners. Each miner then puts the new transaction into a block, and they work simultaneously to solve a complex algorithm. The first miner to solve the algorithm generates a new hash that serves as the proof of work, literally proof they have done the work to solve the algorithm and verify my transaction. Hashing is a cryptographic function that transforms any data into a unique string of text. Think of a hash like a fingerprint. They are permanent, complex, and practically impossible to change. A fingerprint is unique to each person as a hash is unique to each block. Once the hash is generated, this represents a new block being mined or brought into existence, ready to be added to the chain. Another type of node broadcasts the new block to all miners who must reach consensus and agree that the new block is valid. Miners express their acceptance of the new block by creating the next block in the chain using the hash of the previous block. The Bitcoin blockchain is secure so long as honest nodes have collective control. As Satoshi Nakamoto noted, as long as the majority of CPU power is controlled by nodes that are not cooperating to attack the network, they'll generate the longest chain and outpace the attackers. If more than half of the nodes or more than half of the network's computational power are malicious or looking to cause harm to the Bitcoin blockchain, they could carry out a 51% attack, whereby the majority of nodes agree to attack the Bitcoin blockchain simultaneously. Since the first block was mined in 2009, no one has successfully carried out a 51% attack on the Bitcoin blockchain. As Satoshi Nakamoto remarks in the Bitcoin white paper, nodes can leave and rejoin the network at will. If a miner or node shuts down for whatever reason, that's okay. So long as there are many other nodes verifying the chain, the Bitcoin blockchain will continue to operate. The more honest nodes in the Bitcoin blockchain network, the more secure the Bitcoin blockchain and the lesser the chance of an attack. When I did my 100-day cryptocurrency journey, I wondered, why would people set up a special computer designed to do nothing but try and solve algorithms and verify Bitcoin transactions for other users? There has to be some kind of incentive, right? When a node achieves the proof of work, it plays a vital role in making sure users can transact peer-to-peer on the Bitcoin blockchain. No bank, no problem. As a thanks to the node for playing a part in verifying the blockchain transaction, the node is rewarded in Bitcoin. If you've ever wondered what Bitcoin mining is, that's it. Bitcoin mining is the very act of a computer solving a proof of work algorithm to verify the Bitcoin transaction and release more Bitcoin into circulation in the form of mining rewards. Here's an example from Investopedia to demonstrate our point. For example, the hash for block number 660000 mined on December 4th, 2020 is this. The block reward or mining reward for that successful hash was 6.25 Bitcoin. Remember how we spoke about hashing and the SHA-256 hashing function? If somebody tried to change the input, in this case the transaction amount, by even 0.000001 Bitcoin, the new hash would be completely different and the nodes would reject the fraud attempt, as the chain of hashes would now be broken. We'll see you in the next lesson where we unpack how Bitcoin mining fits into the picture.